Hi everyone, it's Cindy with Mimi's Treasure Cottage, and I'm here to share with you my St. Patrick's Day display. And this is part of the challenge that I issued earlier this month for everyone. So I do hope that you'll follow along in the playlist and the hashtag St. Pat Decor Challenge 21. Thanks to Erin at the Collection Vintage for joining me in this challenge. Be sure to check out her channel, which is also linked in the playlist. For those of you that have seen my decor videos in the past, I have a tendency to decorate my fireplace and my mantle for the seasons. And as I'm looking through the viewfinder, I see that our Night Before Christmas book is still left out there from before. Yeah, those kinds of things happen. But anyway, let me take you in and show you up close and personal my decor here for St. Patrick's Day. So my mother was born on St. Patrick's Day and I lost her in 2013. But St. Patrick's Day has always been a big deal for my family and my sister and I. So this year's going to be a little bit different because of the pandemic, and last year was a bit different. Normally we go out and we pretty much celebrate all day long. But I am going to be doing something special on my channel on St. Patrick's Day, and I will let you know what that is soon. But these are all things that I picked up. I want to show you these right there. Those were gifted to me by Dee of the Thrill of the Thrift, and I absolutely adore them. They are the cutest, most wonderful things, and there's a couple other pieces that came with that as well. I did find this little girl here at a little honey hole thrift shop. Found a few of them. Some of them are well, actually, I think maybe most of them are left in. This is actually a piece of woodwork that my father made, so I just added it there. Picked this up at an estate sale, and I was so happy to get this little vintage chalk container. I'm not sure if I remember where I got that little guy from. This bottle here came from my family's estate, and boy is that heavy. I'm gonna have to pop a hole in the cap of that and drain the contents sooner or later, because I cannot, when I carried the box in here of all of the St. Patrick's Day supplies, I was like, oh my gosh, it is way too heavy. So in here I picked up that Watkins thing at an estate sale, and then you see the green handle sticking out from the back there. That's a little scoop that I picked up at an estate sale. And then I just have some S-hooks hanging off the side of that with some other little things that I picked up. This is one of my elf collection, but since he's in green, he's hanging there. Another one of those little girlies from the thrift store. Another one of my dad's pieces. Another figurine. I'm not sure if that's one I got from that thrift store or not. And Tarnished Treasures actually got me interested in these ribbon containers. So when I saw this ribbon container here, this spool that had shamrock on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. And it's sitting on a little cast iron, I don't know if you can see it back there, container that I actually believe was once upon a time an ashtray, but it was in my family for years and years, and it reminds me of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, so that's why it's there. I picked up that little guy figurine at an estate sale a while back. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I adore cupcake picks. So whenever I can find them, I grab them. And so I have a few of them displayed in this uranium glass flower frog. And I don't have my glow light here. And that's not the purpose of this, or I'd show you just how beautiful it is when it fluoresces. Another little green tin I picked up at an estate sale. I picked up this beautiful thing. It's like a, I don't know, like an old soda glass that you might have seen in a, you know, vintage soda shop. I think it's really cool because it has the green metal on it. A die cut that may have come with the stuff that Dee sent me because it was packed away in my box with that stuff. This painting back here is the very first oil painting that my father ever did. Many of you know also that I am an artist. I do have another channel here on YouTube. It's called Cindy Duncan Arts, and I will put a link to that here. I get my artist side from, or my artistic side from my father, and so it's kind of special to have that. It is a print. My sister has the original, but she was kind enough to make prints for us. Dee just sent me this. Dee from The Thrill of the Thrift. I love this. This is another little girl from that thrift haul, and the little him. I'm not sure if he came from that thrift haul that I was mentioning before or not. This little plate I picked up in an estate sale, and it's sitting on an old vintage receipt spike. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see the top of the spike right there. And the receipt spike is green, so that's why I have that there. Behind that is another die cut, that shamrock die cut that I picked up at an estate sale. And then I have a vase there, and in that vase are mercury glass picks, and those are kind of hard to come by, and so I bought those a while back to resell. But I think they look absolutely beautiful there on the mantle. This is another one that I don't know the history of. I don't remember where I picked it up at, nor do I remember where I picked up this beautiful spool. But the spool is nice because it adds height on the mantle. I'm a sucker for boxes and anything with a cubby in it. So I picked up this little guy, and he's sitting here, and he is proudly displaying all these wonderful little pixies and my little Wade Whimsy there. And the guy in the middle at the top is actually from a cupcake pick. I have a little teeny weeny green flower frog sitting up there. It's waiting for something fun to stick in it to display, but I don't have one yet. Longaberger Lots of Luck basket. Oh, I had one on the other side too, and I forgot to mention it. I do have a few of those, again, because my mother's birthday was on St. Patrick's Day, so I have those, and I love them. And that little bear was at my parents' house also. Someone had given it to my mother once upon a time. This sugar and creamer set was given to me last year by Dee from The Thrill of the Thrift, and I just love them. Look at how fabulous those are. They're wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. The bench I picked up in an estate sale, and if you've been watching for a while, you've seen that in other vignettes. Another little figurine off to the side there. A flower frog. That one's also waiting for something. I'm not sure if it'll get something this year or not. But this little shamrock cutting I got from my family's estate. My mother cut that out and kept it, so I have it there. And then I have a shillelagh in the back there. That's from Ireland. It's a souvenir from 1972 when my family visited Ireland, and my sister and I both got one as a souvenir. The guy on the bicycle, Dee sent me that again. Dee's so wonderful, from The Thrill of the Thrift. Green flower frog, the little guy in front there, he is a cupcake pick. And then this I picked up at an estate sale. I'll take it out for you. And it is one of those little prayer, guys, I'm not Catholic, so I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it's insert here what it is. So I picked that up. I love it. It goes right there. I can get it back in at some point. Oops. Little postcard. I like the back of this postcard better than the front because of the shamrocks. Going on up here, I love this little guy. I'm not sure if he came, the guy on the right there. Can't find my finger in the viewfinder there. There he is. I'm not sure if he came with the stuff that Dee sent me or not. I don't remember. This guy is from my family's estate, and I'm so happy to have him. I know my sister, she would have liked to have had him too, so I'm happy she let me have him. Picked that up at Antique Store. You might have seen the haul. That was a recent find. Some more of my little figurines. Little pixie up there. And this is the box that's actually in one of my viral videos, which is hysterical. It's the one about the value. This is the box that I picked up, and I was shocked to find out how valuable that box was that I picked up at an estate sale. Another little pixie. Love him. Here's two more of those awesome characters that Dee from the Thrill of the Thrift sent me. I am so happy to have those. Thank you so much, Dee. I love them. Another little flower frog, more cupcake picks. This is a little Lefton trinket box that I have there. I picked that up at a thrift store. And that little green bird of happiness, I picked that up at a garage sale, yard sale type thing, and that's in a video from last summer, I think July 4th. Another die cut that matched the other one, and that's a tree topper. That is a glass tree topper, and I have it displayed in a vase. It's another cupcake pick on top of a little glass bottle that I found at the estate. Another figurine there. This thing right here, I picked that up at an antique store a long time ago. I paid up for that big time. I think I paid $16 for it, but I don't know why it just spoke to me. Sometimes there's those pieces that we just need to have because, you know, because we do. Nutcracker with a shamrock there, or a little St. Patrick's Day nutcracker. Happy to have him. Another little figurine back there. And I don't know if I mentioned it on the other side or not, but this little garland, my mother made that garland, so it graces my vignette there. And then this thing here that I'm showing you, this green, whoops, it likes my finger, this green thing, is a hat stand, vintage hat stand, and I rarely come across them. And when I found that one, I had to have it, and it looks great in my decor. Little package of stickers that I have back there for St. Patrick's Day. And that's a little container I got at the dollar store, and it holds more of my cupcake picks. This little measuring cup is uranium glass. It fluoresces, and I got it from my parents' estate. It was my first piece of uranium glass. And inside I have a couple of, well, this one is a cork stopper or whatever, bottle stopper. And then this is just a little, like a carved pipe that I found at an estate sale you guys may have seen. These I'm pretty sure came from my family's estate, something my mom had in her jewelry box. Another pixie, cracked glass vase, some vintage books there. And then this decanter, that's what that is, that's a decanter. I got that from Patrick at Trusty Huckster Mercantile when we did the Comfy Trusty meetup this year. I don't know why those are tongue twisters to me. And then just another green glass vase that I have there that I enjoy. And then down here on this white bench, I pick these little benches up when I find them in good condition, because I have a friend that collected little vintage benches, and I just loved what she did with them. So I kind of got onto them from her. So I have the little white one there. I have a little Longaberger, the basket says something about luck on it, but it was after my time. I was a consultant for a time. This was when I was no longer a consultant, so I'm not too sure what the name is. Don't remember. Little uranium glass ashtray or coaster on the top of that spool, just to add some color there. And then a St. Patrick's Day pillow. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of my St. Patrick's Day decor. If you're new to my channel, I love all things vintage. I love to go to estate sales, and I love to go to flea markets and rummage sales, the occasional thrift store and yard sale as well. I tend to look for things that are from the mid-70s and earlier, so if that's what you enjoy as well, I hope that you will subscribe and hit the bell. Please share my channel with other people as well, and your comments are always appreciated because it really does help the channel get noticed, so thank you so much for that. Make sure you check out the rest of the playlist for the other people that are participating in this challenge and see all the wonderful things that they have in their home decor. Thanks for stopping by, everybody, and I will see you in the next video.